This is the Oecs Newslink, a roundup of major news happening across the Oecs today. In the headlines,
Oecs Commission launches comprehensive guide to geothermal energy development. The Oecs participates in the International Sargassum Sequence in Guadeloupe. The Oecs Economic Affairs Council plans for resilience against global challenges, and we take a glance back at the Recycle Oecs and Remlit projects as they close. Welcome to the weekly edition of the Oecs Newslink. I am Claudia McDowell. We start today's episode with the launch of Power Below the Surface, Harnessing Geothermal Energy in the Oecs, a groundbreaking publication that charts the path towards sustainable energy independence in the Eastern Caribbean. The comprehensive publication, developed under the Oecs GeoBuild program, details the current status of geothermal projects across the region. It spans Dominica's advanced 10-megawatt plant development scheduled for completion in December 2025 to emerging projects in 4 other Oecs member states, namely Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The publication makes a compelling case for geothermal energy's viability in the Oecs, with the unique advantage of the volcanic geology of 8 out of 11 member states. Next, the Oecs Commission participated in the International Sargassum Sequence, which featured the Interreg Synthesis of Sargassum and Cooperation, or SARCOOP-2 project launch ceremony. This project is funded under the European Union program Interreg Caraïbes. It is a key initiative in Sargassum cooperation, which the Oecs Commission is heavily involved. The SARCOOP-2 project is led by the Regional Council of Guadeloupe, with a network of 19 organizations and institutions of the Caribbean region. Listen to this interview with Mrs. Helena Jeffrey Brown, Program Director for Biodiversity, Ecosystems, and Ecosystem Services at the Oecs Commission.
These are just some of the areas that Oecs Commission is working hard to ensure that sargassum is managed effectively throughout the region, as mandated under our COMS meeting 5 and 6, as well as in the latest COMS meeting of July 2024, where the ministers mandated us to make sure that sargassum was managed effectively throughout the region.
In our next story, Jacques Hinton-Compton gives us a recap of the Recycle Oecs and Remlit projects and the impact in Grenada's waste management sector.
Queen's Park Recycling Facility is Grenada's first recycle center. The facility was retrofitted with equipment to process metal, glass, plastic, and other recyclables for export. Recycle Oecs sought to reduce plastic pollution in the Oecs region by recycling in the Eastern Caribbean. It encompasses the research and design of a sustainable waste separation, collection, and recycling model in Grenada and Dominica. The building resilience in the Eastern Caribbean through reduction in marine litter, or Remlit, was aimed at reducing and controlling marine litter in the Oecs. The Queen's Park Recycling Facility was established in October 2023 by the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. The Remlit and Recycle Oecs projects supported the upgrade and commissioning of the facility in 2024 through the provision of heavy-duty recycling equipment and installation of 3-phase power for efficient plastic processing. Environmental and Safety Officer Jeremy Mendez knows full well the importance of the facility's operation.
This project was significant, and also the procurement of the equipment was important to greatly reduce the amount of plastic waste that goes onto the landfill, and also the cardboard waste and other waste streams like electronics that will be discarded at the landfill. What we have been doing, we have been collecting data throughout the years in terms of the various, like the amount of electronic waste, the amount of plastic waste, and we saw the need for this facility to come on stream. And with that, now we have made the dream into a reality, and we are now in the process of significantly reducing the amount of those waste types that go onto the landfill.
The projects aim to transfer this threat into opportunity to develop innovative waste management models, promote a circular economy, and protect our marine resources.
The recycling, we don't want the public to actually see waste as just waste. We like persons to see waste as a stream of, let's say, for income, for bettering their livelihoods, because when persons know the value of the waste that they do generate, they can actually start their own recycling businesses. They can actually have their own collection companies that can come to us for those recycling. So therefore, it is a significant project and we do appreciate it.
Next, take a look at this video recap of the 4th OECS Economic Affairs Council, which explored further the competitiveness and sustainability of the region's economies.
Integration has always been our shield against external shocks, born from the understanding that we stand stronger together than we do alone. In this era of great power isolationism and retrograde colonialism, integration is the OECS's strongest response.
To safeguard our future, we must build resilience not just to climate and crisis, but to economic volatility. Central to this is diversification. And it's very clear that the current times in which we live are really VUCA times. So it is necessary for us to take deep stock of the situation, critically analyze what are the challenges that we face and what then are the solutions to that. And in many ways, we have to reverse that VUCA condition. We have to replace, for example, volatility with vision, because in a volatile world, unless you exercise vision, you see with certain clarity, complexity must be replaced with clarity. Uncertainty must be replaced with a clearer sense of direction and an agility that would enable you to bob and weave no matter what comes at you. And all of that put together, that inversion of VUCA is in fact what resilience is all about.
The Economic Affairs Council, in a nutshell, has responsibility for a wide range of matters, a lot of important matters that would resonate with the ordinary OECS national, because we are talking about, for instance, if we look at contingent rights, we are making sure that we have a regime in place that the benefits of free movement of persons are properly extended to OECS nationals and their families in areas such as social security, for example, areas such as health and education, and making sure that all of these facilities are available to OECS nationals as they exercise the rights which are granted to them in the context of the revised Treaty of Basseterre.
And finally, this week, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court hosted its 2025 Youth Leaders Symposium in St. Lucia. The goal? To educate young leaders about the court system in St. Lucia. This is to encourage and empower the young population and to inform citizens by providing knowledge of the judiciary and legal systems. Rewatch the symposium's opening ceremony on the Government of St. Lucia's YouTube platform. Thanks for joining us for the OECS Newslink. Don't forget to follow these stories on OECS social media platforms and on our website oecs.int. Have a happy Easter.